So when our friends over at PUBG Mobile reached out and wanted to sponsor a video to celebrate the 2nd anniversary, they told us to think big. Wes, we have a project.
Oh boy. Well, so for playing the game on the phone, can we take advantage of USB-C's capabilities, go out to HDMI?
To like a TV or something?
So yeah, a TV, a display,
Yes.
and build some experience around that. Well, actually, if we're gonna be putting a TV in a crate, you were pretty much halfway to an arcade cabinet at that point. So fill me in a little bit on PUBG, even though I'm obviously a very avid gamer. Remind me a bit of sort of the general aesthetics of PUBG Mobile.
So think like brown rolling hills with like some kind of brown buildings sort of around. So one of the main things in the game is when either you kill someone or when something drops from the sky, there's like sort of smoke. So you could be like kind of a mile away. If you see smoke, generally speaking, you want to run toward that because there's going to be something there like weapons, armor, grenades, whatever the case is.
All right, let me start sketching something out here. So if this is a side view of sort of your standard arcade cabinet.
Wait, hang on, how are we gonna get, you think we can build an arcade cabinet in just a few days?
I think we should do is we should look for one of those prefabricated kits that they sell. They're fully bare bones. If I can go down to Micro Center today, I know that they sell a kit, and if I can go down today and snag that, that'll save us a ton of time.
Okay.
Thinking about the concept though, if this is, oh boy, I know how to spell side. Side view, yay! So smoke, you said, is sort of a big element of this game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what if we took some of this empty space up here that would normally be reserved for speakers?
Okay.
We could actually probably stick a fog machine up here, sort of angled down like this.
I was thinking smoke for some reason, but obviously fog is such a better idea.
Yeah, let's, I'd rather not actually light it on fire, but you know, if the project goes wrong, you know, screw it.
We go down in flames.
Well, actually, you said it has kind of like a whole military sort of feel to it.
Camouflage.
Yeah, well actually, I feel like I've seen these big blankets that look like a ghillie suit, but they're like a full blanket. If we just take a ghillie blanket and we sort of drape it all the way around the thing, and then we cut out the notches here, and we sort
so
of
you don't see the cabinet really at all. This looks really cool.
If we can get all the parts.
Can we actually do that? Like, this seems like this is gonna take a while. Okay, so this is starting to shape up. So what all have we missed the last 24 hours?
You've missed me getting covered in black paint. Before we actually cover the whole thing in like that ghillie suit material, we're gonna be putting on some piping and ducting for the fog to come out and just generally looking steampunky and cool.
You got a train in the background. That sounds very authentic to
I
PUBG
do.
Mobile.
I actually really like trains. Have I ever told you about that?
You tell me about trains, Wes.
On my 26th birthday. So the next thing is we're gonna be putting some of these all around. But if we have the fog machine up top, I'm thinking we'll put a T in the back, but then we'll continue the piping over to the sides. And I thought maybe we could extend a couple ducts out, just have a little extra flowing out and put some flicker bulbs in there to make that sort of fire smoky effect. But the other big challenge with this is you may notice that this is a hole.
Yeah.
And there's no hole here. So how do you think you'd go about making that hole?
I got it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're the strong one here, so.
Wow, that sounds great.
Yeah, it's really dangerous. So you drill the pilot hole, and then this thing just starts boring in.
Wait, what's this?
Oh,
I
so
almost stepped on.
I ordered a custom marquee for the top. You know, black tape is black on one side, but you often forget it's white on the other, but that's okay. This is just sort of a proof of concept. And what's really cool, do you want a preview of the ghillie suit?
Oh, yeah.
It's actually not a ghillie suit, it's a ghillie blanket. So this is a 5 foot by 9 foot mossy forest ghillie blanket that we're gonna cover the entire thing with. We just sort of do a little something like this.
Oh, yeah.
You can start to see the general idea of what's going on here.
I mean, obviously, work in progress, but I feel like having the marquee really sort of sells it as an arcade cabinet, especially once you light this up. I like this just covers, like, we don't have to deal with anything inside. Like,
Dude,
don't worry
this
about
is
it,
like
it's fine.
this is the best cheat ever.
How we film? Is that how we film?
It's so bad.
Oh! What? Wes, what have you done? Oh my God, it's so good. Look at the way that the smoke is coming down.
Our custom marquee is all lit up.
Yeah, and the flickering does so much to add to it.
Yeah, right? So the chiller inside is now loaded with a full 4 pounds of ice, and you can see it's really making that nice cascadiness. We have lights piping into each of the ducts on the side.
Dude.
The last bit I added at the very last moment is a little bit of rust, even if you want to take a peek there.
Oh my God.
We got little specks of rust all around.
One cable and we're ready to play some PUBG Mobile. Yeah, it's loud. There we go. That's
you're in.
simple.
It's that simple.
Dude, this is such a cool experience. Like just sitting here. Also, it's nice because the fog is like very cool.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I've got like some like air conditioning action. So right now I'm playing on a OnePlus 8 Pro. And there's literally, it's as if there's no latency at all. Like as soon as I move on the screen, the arcade cabinet is just immediately showing up. It adds so much to the ambiance to hear the fog machine churning as I'm playing the game. There we go. If this is a real arcade game, I would dump so many quarters into it. I would just be sitting here playing all day long. Ah, whoa! Wait for me, wait for me. If somehow you've never heard of PUBG Mobile, it is one of the most popular games in the world with over 700 million downloads. It's of course a free-to-play mobile game where you and your friends can parachute in on a 100-player battle royale to see exactly who will be victorious. And believe me when I say, it won't be me even though I have the super cool arcade cabinet. And of course, Royale Pass 13 has just come out. Wes, what's in Royale Pass 13?
Well, it has a toy-themed season with Carton Rangers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting. PUBG Mobile also has the new Cheer Park where you can hang out with your friends, check their stats, and even roast a chicken together. Now, well, yes, this might be my new favorite way of playing PUBG Mobile, but the best part of the game is that you can get pretty much this exact same experience, minus the smoke and the lights, on your phone that you can play anywhere at any time. So of course, huge shout out to PUBG Mobile for not only sponsoring this video, but sponsoring this ridiculous cabinet. So of course, check out the link in the description to download PUBG Mobile, and we might build more of these things. I'm not gonna do that. One of one, my friends, one of one.